Hey, so, it's Christmas Eve. I managed to get my 3D printer working after both Wi-Fi issues and filament issues, but she's working again. And I managed to get that last Christmas present printed out, and it actually turned out really good. Um, I am nowhere near the stronghold yet. In fact, a fucking skeleton shot me off with a bridge I was building, and I died twice, and then my shit despawned. So now I was pretty much starting with from square one with that. So why am I back here so soon, you ask? What the hell is that? Well, it's hurting itself, whatever it's doing. Oh, I know what it is. That's the stalker's really fucking pissed off. In fact, if I'm correct, I think this is the worst possible thing that can happen. It turns into its true form and it goes berserk and kills everything in its path, including us. But the sun's going down, so we gotta head back. See what's going on. That's right, buddy. Stay over there, go take care of those children I hatched for you. As you can see, I have been going through a lot. Is it still over there? Yeah, it is. Oh. I also have not been focusing on making it happy because I want to hold that off for when I'm actually recording regularly again. Like, this was literally like, I saw this shit, I paused, and I opened OBS. Like, that's where we're at. But I'll see you later. Merry Christmas, y'all. We've mined ourselves to the X coordinate. So now we need to mine ourselves to the Z coordinate. But I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna record this. Because I want to record the moment I find it, you know what I mean? And strongholds are so big, you know, we could find it earlier than we anticipate. Here we go. You might be wondering, fool, how the fuck did you get all those iron pickaxes? I got super lucky, that's how. This level was chock full of iron ore. I have like a whole stack of it back in the furnace back home. Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. Hang on a sec. I need to solve the glare problem coming from my window because my TV is opposite one of my windows, and when it's sunny outside, contrary to what the forecast said it was going to be, you get glare on the TV, and so it looks like it looks like an angel's pussy on my screen right now. And the way oh my god, are you serious? So the way I solve this is I have this. I know it probably looks trashy as fuck, but it works. I have a black garbage bag taped to my window. And it's moved just enough to let the sun in. I need you to go back. Thank you. Did that work? That kinda worked. It worked enough, I think. I do have a blackout curtain. But the rod it's on, it extends out from the fucking window, so it doesn't really help. These windows are weird as fuck. I don't know how to put blinds on there. I think the blind thing actually broke. I'm not sure if I talked about this, but I've been playing public lobbies of Lethal Company. And some days you get a really awesome group that you want to stay friends with. Other days the first words out of someone's mouth are, "You want to listen to my music video?" See, told you. Iron out the wazoo, and we're at level 8. Which is crazy. Because the Y level for iron is supposed to be 16. I'm never going to complain about more iron, though. And for some reason, that just reminds me of the one time I had a stronghold, and it was literally, like, I think the cavern, the ravine, had generated through it. So the stronghold was just broken up into little parts strewn throughout the cave. And it was pretty much like parkour trying to get to where you needed to go. So, pretty important Lions game today as well. If we lose, or the Packers win their game on Saturday, Lions get knocked out of the playoffs. Or playoff contention. So, fuck Minnesota and fuck Green Bay. I told my family, I was like, hey, if we're having dinner around that time, you need to have that game on the TV. Or I'm gonna be watching it on my phone.
Ow, how disrespectful!
Yeah, you know what else was disrespectful? My mom yelling at me whenever I got overly worried about bad foods because I have emetophobia. You know what else is disrespectful? Me getting into an argument with my sister because I don't like when people yell over each other, and she was doing just that with my mother. And she tried to equate, like, when I was like, oh, I can hear you guys through the floor yelling, and she tried to equate that to, well, I can hear you laughing and having fun with your friends through the wall. As if I wasn't insecure enough about being perceived. That one still hurts. Or that time my dad ate a raw chicken fillet in front of me to try to, quote-unquote, scare the emetophobia out of me. And then when I freaked out and went and hid, my niece said I was being a baby. I think they can put up with me watching the Lions game over dinner. And yes, I'm in therapy. Thank fuck. I'm actually technically in 2 different therapies right now, but I'm just running out the appointments on the first one. Because she quite literally... We got to a point where, you know, she wasn't... It just wasn't going well. She wasn't really trying anything deep. But at one point she was like, look online for answers, and that was when I was like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing with me, do you? Like, hello? The penultimate advice is to go to therapy. You are the therapy. Hello? That's a new cave sound. New to me, anyway. Getting a good amount of coal down here. World's most intense game of peekaboo. I have not really been focusing on appeasing him off camera. Because I didn't want anything new to happen while I wasn't capturing it. I'm lucky I was able to get that one spider moment. I still don't know if that was the, basically, him going berserk event, or if it was just another one of the events yet. Honestly, though, if the... Wow. Honestly, though... Yeah, thanks. Honestly, though, if that's his true form, that's light work. I was honestly not expecting to come back to this series until, like, closer to New Year's. Oh yeah, I partook in my yearly tradition of watching the Polar Express last night for Christmas Eve, and I realized I had a lot more questions than I did before. You see at the end of the movie, all the kids are lining up to meet Santa or whatever, and there's only so many of them. Why did the Polar Express need so many coach cars then? Oh yeah, and Billy was the last pickup, but our main character was supposed to be the last pickup, and the kids apparently knew that. How? And that also leads to the question of how last minute was Billy tacked on? You know what I mean? Also, when they punch Billy's ticket at the end of the movie and it's like depend on, where everyone else is like lead, learn, believe. They did Billy so dirty, man. That your defining quality is that you can depend on others. Fuck that. I'm sure Billy's gotta be good at drawing or really, like... Maybe he has really good empathy or something. He is more than the people he can depend on. And as a hyper-independent person, that hurts me personally. Billy deserves better. Justice for Billy. I didn't even intend for this to be a mining trip, but it turned out to be one. Look at all these resources. What the fuck happened to this tree? It's like a palm tree now. Huh? What did he do to your tree, man? Now you won't have any shade cover or cover from the rain. What an asshole! In case anyone was wondering, yes, we're still gonna need those chickens. Because we're still gonna need arrows to take down the end crystals in the Ender Dragon fight. If we have done this, I'm probably gonna have to extend this outward for the library, but that's fine. By the way, I couldn't get this on video, but the stalker can abduct you in the caves, too. He just didn't take me very far. Hey, just like my ex-boyfriend. Bazinga! I finally got a hold of what limerence is, and how most of my crushes throughout my life, not all of them, I have had some legitimate romantic feelings for people before, including that ex. A lot of the quote-unquote crushes I've thought I've had throughout my life have actually just been limerence. Limerence is... So what's the difference, right? Even my old therapist didn't know what limerence was, which I was like, how the fuck do you not know that? Like, that's a psychological phenomenon. I feel like you should know about that. Granted, I didn't know about it until the past couple of years either, but limerence is basically like the obsession and attachment and like the emotional dependencies and highs and lows to somebody without there actually being romantic feelings. You're like, I don't even think this guy is cute at all. Why do I get excited when he texts me and sad and anxious when he doesn't text me for a while? You're probably dealing with limerence. Romantic feelings is like, you've actually identified something that you like about a person, or that you love about a person. Like, oh, their laugh gives me butterflies in my heart. I love their personality. They're handsome or they're pretty. Their ass is fat. Like, those are legitimate romantic / sexual feelings. You legitimately want to be in a relationship or fuck that person. You actually want something with that person. Limerence is similar, and it can be hard to differentiate. But it's that attachment, but you don't even like the person like that. You don't even think they're cute. You don't want a relationship with them. You wouldn't fuck them. But you're attached to them all the same. That's limerence. Apparently, from what I hear, you can even have limerence for people you hate. Your brain sees a pattern being fulfilled in someone in your life. It can even be related to how your parents raised you. You could be especially prone to limerence. Oh, there's that other diamond. You could be especially prone to limerence if you have, like, an anxious or avoidant or just otherwise insecure attachment style. Because, if I'm understanding correctly, limerence is basically your brain picking up on a subconscious pattern, and it's like, oh, this has been missing, and this person is fulfilling this subconscious pattern. We need them in our lives constantly at all times. That's what I understand of it anyway. And, you know, realizing that most, not all, but most of my crushes have just been that. It's kind of liberating in a way. Except for one person. I feel like it was I think you can have both, too. I think. Because there was one person, even just in the past year, that I adored his personality. But really not much else. Not enough to the point of actually wanting something with him. But my brain acted like I did. Limerence can fuck with you. Something heavy. Now, if my new therapist doesn't know what limerence is, we're gonna have an issue. Because, like, I even thought about it. Like, it's not one of those, like, pseudo-psychology TikTok trends or whatever. Like the incorrect use of gaslighting. No, there's articles about it. Oh shit, we're closer than I thought. Sorry, by the way, this has just been the me yapping episode. But, hey, maybe you're into that. And if you are, I feel very loved. And if you're not, I feel loved because you're here anyway, so thank you. I don't know what my resolution for 2026 is going to be yet. I fulfilled both of mine for 2025. Yeah, that's right, I made two. One was to see... Oh, shit. One was to see the end of a romantic slash limerentic, I don't know if that's a word, saga I was going through at the time. And that person finally got a partner. So, saw the end of that. And then the other resolution was to submit a video for the VR Chat New Year's Eve live stream. And I did. I also actually submitted an ad for Misty Shores, which is the bar group that I run through VR Chat. I haven't heard anything back from anyone about that, so I'm not sure if either of my things got accepted. But the point is, I submitted them. So, that's both of my resolutions for this year done. Whether or not it gets accepted, you'll see it. If it does get accepted, you'll likely see like an in-VR chat recording of it playing over the screen. And if it doesn't get accepted, I'll just post the raw file to my channel after the fact. I'm proud of it. It's the most work I've ever done with like a green screen and things like that, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. It was 11:51. So it should be right here. Now the question is, what Y level is it at? Damn, is that a zombie spawner? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Hey guys, what's up? How the fuck are they hitting me? Alright. 13. Found it. Guys, I found it. I think that was the craziest way I found the stronghold ever. But we found it. And it looks like a cave kind of carved through it, too. I don't think we really lost anything too important, except now I need more torches and food. But that's not an issue. Because I'm a pilfering burglar. Alright, well, that's the end of today's episode. Next time on Minecraft's The Obsessed, we will go investigate the stronghold and hopefully find the portal room as well as the library. I hope you have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, a cozy Thursday if you do not, and I will see you next time.